Welcome to East Tennessee Pinball, back on this Criterium. Just working on the Jones plugs a little bit, and I was getting ready to plug them in, and in the process of plugging them in, I see this bare wire hanging out there. I was like, oh. So I pulled it back out, and you can see there's an empty hole. That's where it goes. If you look closely at the wire, let me get it in my hand so it'll focus. There's not a bit of solder on there. I don't think it was, I think they, when this thing was manufactured, they just missed that one. But it's a good example of basically going through these kind of meticulously. And, you know, these didn't really need cleaning. They weren't that bad. I just used a Scotch-Brite, actually. I usually use a wire wheel. But just laying your hands on everything and looking at, going through every single switch. There's a couple switches that were misadjusted. Pulling the Jones plugs and look at them. You find this stuff like this. I don't know what this goes to. I don't really care. But something wouldn't have worked. And diagnosing it would have been very difficult because you assume that the wires actually go where they're supposed to go. You usually think it's a bad switch or a bad unit. A wire hanging out of a Jones plug, that's the last place you look, and you end up having to do a continuity test at some point and then finding it. So if you can just see these things with your eyeball, it's always an easier way to find it. So I will fix something on the cheap here, just by keeping my eyes open when I'm going through it. So I'm going to solder this back in there.